I can do this. I can do this. Ugh, who am I kidding? I'm so scared. What if I get a difficult patient and don't know what to do? What if I kill someone? I can't do this anymore. So I worked in step-down for about 1 year until I couldn't handle it any longer. I honestly felt so ashamed that I wasn't tough enough. My first reason why I left the hospital was due to bullying from doctors. They thought that they were some type of god and they looked down on everyone else. And it made me so scared to message them if anything happened on my shift because I didn't want them to belittle me in any type of way. I once had a physician assistant actually belittle and bully me just because her orders were very confusing. I didn't really understand what she was saying. And prior to calling her, I showed my charge nurse and she didn't understand either, so she gave me the okay to call her, and she literally made me feel like an idiot. And oh my god, you guys, I will never ever forget that moment. Ever. I was in tears and I literally ran back to the break room to cry my eyes out. I was trying to get my composure together before I went to my patient's room, but hello puppy. But anyways, when I went to my patient's room, I just cried right in front of him. He felt so bad for me. And I have been so traumatized to the point where if I have to, get in contact with anyone above me, whether you're a doctor, a physician assistant, a surgeon, nurse practitioner, etc., I will automatically assume that you are a bully and you are mean until you prove me otherwise. And it's just like a switch in my head that does it automatically. And I know that not all healthcare professionals are rude, and it just so happened that in my encounters at work, I just happened to come across a lot of rude people. Second reason is that patients bully you too. Yup, I've had patients that yelled at me, that tried to punch and kick me before. Yeah, Isoka. For no reason at all, and I just ended up breaking down and crying. And yeah, I know that patients might be confused, or they just might not be their normal self because, they're in the hospital. Who the heck wants to spend their night or the week in the hospital? It sucks. But at the time, I was a new nurse and, I was trying to be as helpful as I could, and to get that kind of negative feedback from my patients, you don't feel good. I felt so upset. I didn't know what I was doing wrong at the time. And these kinds of instances made me feel anxiety and panic just only 4 months in of working my first nursing job. I used to cry the whole day before going into my night shift, and I remember I would cry in the car right in front of the building and refusing to go inside because I was scared. I didn't know what to expect from work that night. And even though I only worked 3 12-hour shifts a week, my days off never felt like days off, because on my days off, I would worry and constantly think about what bad things would happen the next time I worked. And I ended up getting so burnt out, and I let my boss, my nurse manager, know at the time, and again, I'm so glad that at the time she was so understanding and exactly knew how I felt and what I was going through in my head. And even though I experienced the stuff that I did, truth be told, that is the reality of nursing. Sometimes I feel that nursing school sugarcoats the real world. At least my school did that. And it's true, you learn to become a nurse once you actually graduate and get into that field. Like the whole time I was in nursing school, I always thought to myself, I'm going to have so much appreciation from patients and my healthcare team, and I will never hate my job. But no, it was the complete opposite for me. Like, yeah, you will have nice patients and a great team from time to time, but all the other times, everyone is rude. And at this point, for me at least, even if I did have a really appreciative patient, it really doesn't make up the amount of times that I've had such bad ones. And yeah, honestly, being a new nurse for the first few months made me realize that I don't want to be a nurse anymore. Sometimes you just have to make the best of it and know which specialties are not for you. Like after working in step-down, I know that working in a hospital is not a good environment for me. Anything like ICU, ED, that's too fast-paced for me. And I personally like stuff that is a set routine where patients are stable and it's not as high stress. And life is short. If you are in any job that causes you so much mental stress, burnout, and anxiety, then it's just not worth it to keep working that job. You have to put your mental health and your physical health first. And yeah, this is my story and reason of leaving my first nursing job. I genuinely wish that I was passionate about nursing, like how I was back in nursing school. But again, just with all the negative experiences that I have encountered during my first year of being a nurse, it just left a very bad, I guess, taste in my mouth. And it's traumatizing. I'm genuinely happy for anyone who loves what they're doing, loves being a nurse. You guys just leave me your comments below about if you guys have overcome anything that was bad. Yeah, I'm just curious and I would like to hear how you guys handle stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.